how much should you charge for your card deck? Whether that's a tarot card deck or an oracle card deck or just a cool novelty kitschy kind of card deck, we're going to talk all about that today. Hi everyone, I'm Lisa from Pretty Fabulous, and I help creative entrepreneurs create pretty pages using Adobe InDesign. So if this sounds like you or something you might be interested in, make sure to hit the subscribe button below. I post new videos every Monday and Thursday, and I do product reviews on Saturdays. So today we're going to talk about how to price out a card deck. Now, I've been talking about this a lot, or maybe I've been just thinking about it a lot, and I've been making a lot of videos. I'm super excited to help you create your own card deck. But today we're just going to talk about pricing, because sometimes before you go into a product line or an industry, you're wondering, is it worth it? And I don't have some crazy sales pitch for you like I see people doing on drop shipping. They're like, and then I woke up the next morning and I had made $7,000 while I was sleeping. I don't know. I'm not saying he's lying. I'm just saying sometimes they're a little nutty. So today we're just going to talk about how much can you realistically price your card decks for? How much does it cost you to make them? And also I'm going to show you a new vendor that I really like that I've been using lately. And so I'm actually going to flip the screen and share my screen with you so you can just see what I'm looking at. Your first step is to simply check out the competition, and you'll notice on Amazon, all of the card decks are pretty much priced at $20 or around there, possibly less. And a lot of them are Amazon Prime which means they come in a day. And so that's a whole different game to send all of your inventory out to different locations. But for the most part, they're pretty affordable, where it's kind of a no-brainer to purchase these. The only thing you'll notice is that the stock is low. I don't know if this is because of the holidays or if they just have low stock in general. But some of them have free shipping, but you'll notice it's a very, very long time lead. I'm not really sure what's going on there. And over here, December 9th through the 24th. So you'll see these two cards over here are also on sale on Etsy. I believe these are resellers, and even though this has free shipping, it is going to, I think, ship out much sooner than over here, which could be December 3rd through the 10th. Not too bad. And then Moonology is really late, December 16th through the 23rd, even though it has free shipping. And over here on Etsy, you'll see it's only $19.95. It does say low in stock, only 3 left. So this could be more of a timing thing with Etsy. But in general, the cards on Etsy are about $20. However, they do go up to the 40s. And sometimes I think there was even one I saw in the 50s. So, you have a little bit more leeway on Etsy because of the fact that you have the ability to do lower inventory, and sometimes maybe you're just ordering a smaller bulk item. So that's kind of the pricing. The sweet spot is 20 is what you should go for. But again, you want to make sure you're making a 50% net profit whenever it comes to retails, or more, 50 to 60%. So if I order cards, let's price this out. So if I order cards from SmartPress and I only get the cards, these don't come with boxes, but I really like the quality of SmartPress. So this is a little bit more of an expensive vendor, but if I get the teeny tiny cards, which really isn't my preference, but I could do that maybe if I'm trying to save money. I do the minimum order of 100. It's going to only cost me $1.42 per card deck. Now, obviously shipping and taxes are going to increase that slightly, but still this is pretty affordable. Now, over here, if I want some bigger cards, like 5.5 by 8.5, that's going to cost me about $4.53 a deck. So something to think about size definitely matters when it comes to printing cards. Another vendor that I recommended in my other video was MPC. And MPC, the nice thing about them is you can actually open a shop, I believe, on their site. So if someone is coming there to look at cards, they can actually just go ahead and get them right there. The other thing too is, let's price out a deck over here. So this is a tarot deck, and there are 78 cards in a tarot deck. And you'll notice over here, I did only do 54 cards. And again, SmartPress is just nicer because I can do some more customization. But with the MPC, these are a little more set because they kind of assume that you are definitely doing tarot or not doing tarot, or doing, like they say, game, poker, bridge cards. So the nice thing though is that they have a box that they will provide for each of your card decks. So The nice thing about this is the custom rigid box. Let me just show you the different box options that you have here. So this is like a regular playing deck card. I don't think you would ever want that for your Oracle or tarot cards. This is a really nice deck here, the rigid box, as well as the card bags. So, the card bags are a very good alternative, in my opinion, to not being able to provide say a box. Now you're going to notice there's a huge price difference though, 90 cents versus $14.95 each. So that's why when I did this pricing, I chose the rigid box instead of that purple velvet bag. So over here, just a couple different options. This is actually going to say per deck is $19.05. Now that sounds a lot higher, but that's because they're actually providing a bag for you. So, $19.05, then you're definitely going to have to price yours, I would say right around 30. I don't know why I said 33, 30 or possibly 40. So that you can make enough profit once we talk about shipping and fulfillment and all of those other things. So just something to consider is that your design is very dependent upon your printer and what they are able to do, because these are very set. There is not as much room, I guess is what I'm saying. So like here, they're giving you the dimensions, 2.75 by 4.75. That's it. Versus over here, the reason I like SmartPress is because I can kind of put in my own numbers over here and I can have the card deck that I really want versus the ones that are sort of predefined for me by MPC. So all right, so what'd you think? Are you excited to make your next card deck? Let me know below where you are thinking of selling your card deck. Like I always say, if you have a captive audience already, sell it on your website. Just go ahead and you could use something like Shopify if you have multiple products. But if you're just selling one card deck, I don't know if I'd go to all the trouble to use Shopify. They have a really cheap option for Shopify. I think it's $9 a month, and it lets you just put kind of a widget on your website. And I would definitely do that if you just have one product, because you don't really need a shopping cart per se, in my mind, if you are not going to have multiple options for people to choose from. Plus, when you think about it, Shopify abandoned cart, when it's like, hey, I saw you were looking at my Oracle card deck, and are you sure you didn't want to, maybe come back and it's waiting for you? That costs money to add that plugin into your websites, because you might be thinking, I would love to send those abandoned cart emails, but it's going to cost you extra. And if you're just starting out with one card, I would just kind of hold off for right now. And you don't need all the bells and whistles. However, if you have the budget and you're able to do so, I would say go for it. So I hope you have thought a little bit more about, or feel a little more comfortable about pricing out your card deck and putting it out there on the market. And make sure to download. I have a free sheet on the top 10 steps to create your first card deck and 2 of my favorite print vendors for cards, which is not the one that we looked at today. So go ahead and download that cheat sheet below, and I will talk to you guys next week. Bye.